What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's all tea, all shade Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5, Episode 14 review. Y'all see my tree, my pink Christmas tree? Let me show y'all a better view of her. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe this way. Look at her. Ain't she pretty? Pretty. I love her so much. Y'all know I had to get a pink Christmas tree. I used to have black, but I've always dreamed of having a pink Christmas tree, and I made my dreams come true. But anywho, so you guys, I have a new video up right now for behind the scenes and spill the tea, so make sure you guys go and check that out. I had some Real Housewives of Potomac tea on that, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and make sure you thumbs up this video as well as turn on your notification bell button so you know when my videos drop. All right, now on to my review. So on tonight's episode, Candiace that's how I'm gonna start saying her name, Candiace, because that's how her mama spelled it. Candiace. Candiace. Because it's not Candice, it's Candiace. Is doing vocal warm-ups sounding like a dying cow. Like, girl, she is really trying to make this music thing pop. Now, she got a little voice on her. I ain't gonna, hate on the girl. She do got a little voice on her. But them vocal warm-ups weren't gonna bother me, child. So, Giselle and Robyn meet up for tea. They go to a little tea place, teas and crumpets. And Giselle got on these slides, child. This is a nice place, classy place. When you go to drink tea out of the little cups and have a little sandwich, you're supposed to dress for the occasion. This bitch got on some flip-flops, some slides, and the cameraman, ignorant ass, posed the camera down to her feet, and I was cracking up. And then here come Robyn with a suit on, looking appropriate, but her hair still ain't done. Her hair looking like mine, child. I just cannot. So Giselle wants to talk to Karen about what Wendy told her about, when Karen was drunk that night and telling them about her bailing Ray out and her wanting her money back. So Wendy asks Giselle, was she going to tell Karen? And Giselle was like, no. And I was like, look at the fakery of this bitch. She just loves to start mess. Like, keep it a buck. Like, I would respect Giselle so much more if when Wendy asks her, are you going to go back and tell her? Yeah, I am. Like, what are you lying for? Like, she always starting shit and then like act like she ain't got nothing to do with it. She just going back and telling folks what the other person said. Like, it's so tired, it's so played, and I'll be glad when these other girls stop letting her use them as puppets for her own amusement, because she playing the fuck out of y'all. So Karen arrives looking better than Giselle and Robyn put together, and she older than both of these hoes. I live for Karen now. Like, I love Karen the most out of everybody in this cast, and I liked Karen before, but now I stand for Karen. Karen has blown me away this season. So, Giselle asked Robyn how her headline Embezzled is doing, and I holler, because that is a shady bitch. The real name of her headline is Embellished, but she said Embezzled, and I was like, well, bitch, she should have named it that with her scamming ass. So Robyn wants the ladies, minus Monique, to model her gas station hats, because that's literally what they are. That's some shit you'll find in a gas station when you taking a road trip. Like, who is buying these hats? Nobody. You're lying when you're saying that you made $10,000 so far off these goddamn hats. Use a lie. Use a lie and a half. Ain't nobody spent no money on them god-awful ass hats. Girl, bye. That's some shit a kindergarten made. So, like, you can't tell me she not getting them hats wholesale for 50 cents a whop. Like, girl, bye. So, Karen tells her that someone emailed her about, her tax issues. And Robyn admits, what's going on or whatever. And Karen tells her that she'll be there for her. Like, she's not going to light her up like they did her. And I was like, Karen, you a better bitch to me, because I would have gave it to that hoe, because they dogged your ass when Ray was going through his tax issue, showing up with them shirts, buying pieces, going to y'all house, make sure you live there. You's a better bitch than me, but you classy. You a classy woman. I'm not. Not by far. But yeah, I would have socked it to her ass, because ain't that the pot calling and kettle black? Because your ass knew when you was calling yourself clowning me that you was over there withholding taxes and not paying shit, and we got the nerve to try to clown me. What goes on in the dark always comes to the light. Remember that. So Giselle tells Karen that Wendy told them that, she had to bail Ray out. And Karen admits that she was like, yeah, I did have to do that. So Giselle then brings up that Wendy said that she thinks that it's stressing Karen, was, the tax issues or whatever with Ray, and that she wanted her money back. Karen was like, like, what the fuck? She was like, no, that's not true. But she knows that she said that because she even said it in her confessional. She knew that she said it, but she basically don't want Giselle and them all up in her business or whatever the case may be. It wasn't none of Giselle business. So Giselle brings up Karen calling Wendy ignorant. And Karen tells them exactly how the conversation went down, and then gets up and impersonates Wendy coming down the steps to basically get in between her and Candiace argument that they was having. That damn impersonation had me hollering, y'all. She came down them steps strolling like that, because Wendy did look stupid in a motherfucker with her dumb ass. And then she goes on to say how Wendy ain't no doctor, she ain't got no PhD and this and that. It was funny as fuck. Funny as hell. So Wendy is once again talking about her education. And I'm like, is that the only thing this girl gonna talk about this whole season? Is her 4 degrees. Her 4 degrees. Girl, don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to learn nothing. I'm so ignorant, bro. But don't nobody give a fuck about 4 plus 4 and 5 plus 5 and E minus 7 equals. Girl, don't nobody care about school. Girl, shut up. Girl, bye. So, all jokes. So Wendy in her confessional says, education is very important to me. So Karen calling me ignorant is really hurtful. And I'm like, girl, do you know how many people out here that got like all the goddamn PhDs and degrees in the world, but some of the stupidest people? You can have all the degrees in the world and still be very much ignorant to the world, ignorant to your surroundings, ignorant to the way that you behave, ignorant to not having street smarts. And you're very much one of those people who you may be book smart, but your life dumb. Point blank MD, period. And I just need for her to get off this high horse that think because she got 4 degrees that make her better than anybody. Like, you're not the only bitch out here that got 4 degrees, ma'am. You're not the pioneer of this. There are quite a few people that have done what you have done, and that's great. So proud of you, especially a Black woman out here doing it. But that's her only claim to fame. The only thing that she talks about, like, Jesus the Christ. Like, what in the hell? So Ashley goes to see her therapist alone this time. And Ashley says, I think we were both unhappy sexually. I don't feel sexy. I feel like I'm a utility for Dean. And I'm like, girl, you putting that pressure on yourself, because Dean can take care of himself. He don't need you to feed him every 5 minutes. He know how to go in there and get him a cup and fix pour him a gallon of milk, girl, and sit down in front of the TV and watch CNN to see what the fuck is going on with these debates and the election. Dean is too busy trying to figure out if he gonna vote for Trump or if he gonna vote for Biden. He don't know what the fuck he want to do. He might not vote for neither one of them. He might fuck around and vote for Kanye. That's what Dean is worried about. And you sitting up here acting like Dean is bothering you. Dean don't give a fuck. Dean tunes y'all niggas the fuck out. Girl, bye. Stop putting all this shit on Dean. Dean ain't did shit to nobody. So she discovers through therapy that, she's very much struggling with her emotions. She might be suffering from postpartum. And she brings up, you know what, I think that I should go on vacation. I was like, are they really about to use postpartum and her struggling to segue the cash trip? Bye for Bravo, bye producers, and bye for Ashley. So we heard Candiace song that she had produced by Chucky Thompson. And the song sounded good. Like, that Pro Tools and everything that they used on her voice made her voice sound better than what it is when she sings live. Because when she sings live, she's very much nasally. Like, she doesn't breathe through her nose when she sings. But that track sounded good. It don't even sound like it was Candiace. If somebody played me that song and didn't tell me who it was, I would not think that it was Candiace. So he did the damn thing with that. So Chucky then says that he wants to sign her to his label, and she cries and everything like that. And congratulations to her. Her dreams are coming true. So Monique, we find out, has filed a countersuit against Candiace, and I don't blame her not one bit. You filed charges against me. You took it to that level. I have no other choice at this point but to take it to that level back. Because, bitch, I'm not about to get in trouble for something that we both did. You got like fucked up. So Ashley brings Dean over to Giselle's house to hopefully help with construction and the decor, because we have seen this house and it is an atrocity. Like, the color scheme is horrible. Her kitchen was nice, but her color palette for her living room looked like some madam type shit. Like, she about to be whipping niggas and be on some BDSM shit. It's so tawdry and just cheap, and just you walk in her living room, you just feel slimy, like So I was like, Dean, put on your hard hat, get out there and help, because this shit is falling down. So Ashley brings up going on vacation with the girls, and Giselle says everybody except Monique, right? And Ashley's like, she's my friend. And Giselle goes on to say that won't nobody be down with her coming, except for basically her, Ashley, and Karen. And I'll go on about how I feel about that in a minute. So the ladies minus Monique meet up for Robyn's photo shoot. The model that she hired was absolutely stunningly gorgeous. They kept on saying that she looked like their former castmate. What's that girl, Katie? But they resembled a little bit, but not much. Like, that girl was beautiful. So Giselle tells Wendy that Karen was imitating her, and that, she said that she wasn't a real doctor. Now, at first, Wendy was laughing. She was taking to imitating her on the chin. But then when they told her what Karen said about her not being a real doctor, that's when she called herself getting offended and said that she planned on confronting Karen when she arrived. So Ashley and them god-awful shoes arrived. I don't know what in the Sauvignon Blanc, what in the tap dance, I don't know what in the Cotton Club was she going with them shoes on. And what made it even worse was that they were backless. They didn't have no back. They was some slide-ins, but they was like tuxedo shoes that a man would wear back in the 1940s. I was like, where is she going with these god-awful ass shoes on? Like, these bitches are country as hell. So, where was I at? Karen comes in and she speaks to Wendy, but Wendy like side-eye her and don't speak back. So they then model them dollar store ass hats that they had on. Girl, I know their heads and shit was itching afterwards, because that shit was made out of the cheapest goddamn material that Robyn could find. So afterwards, Ashley tells them about the cash trip that year. So she pulls out a flag, and don't nobody know what the goddamn country the flag is from except for Wendy, and it's Portugal. So the ladies are really excited about the trip. So Ashley then tells the ladies that Monique won't be going on the trip, and that she tells us, the viewers, in her confessional that she didn't invite her because she didn't want to make the other ladies uncomfortable and Monique be uncomfortable. I just wish she still would have extended the invitation. If that's really your friend, I still would have extended her the invitation. I just felt like that was wrong. I think she would have 9 times out of 10 said no anyway. But if that's my girl, I'm gonna ride with my girl and still invite her. Fuck what you hoes and how y'all feel, because it's obvious at this point they were trying to ice Monique out of the show and not film with her so they can get her kicked off the show. And I felt like if Ashley really wanted to keep her around, fuck that, I'm still gonna invite her. That's just would have been the right thing to do anyway. So Wendy then decides it's time to confront Karen. And Wendy says, there's something that's bothering me, Karen. And Karen was like, why is that no surprise? Like, girl, I knew it was about you about to say something. What is it, girl? Come on, bring it on. So Wendy say, I heard that you were mimicking me and saying I'm not a doctor, and you don't even have 1 degree and I have 4. And it was a good read. That was cute. And Wendy says, I'm not one to brag on my degrees. And all the ladies is looking like, the fuck she ain't? Like, what in the fuck is she talking about? And then the producers then go on to show how that's all Wendy talks about is her 4 fucking degrees. That's the only thing this bitch talks about. So Karen says, are you done? And she says, I come from a highly educated family. No, I don't have a degree. Wendy says, not now one. And Karen says, not now one, don't need one, because I'm one of those people that succeed, Wendy. God is good. I've been blessed with the spirit of entrepreneur, and I'm doing the damn thing. There are a lot of people in this country who do not have degrees. My mother said this, and I stand by this. Common sense is a saving grace. And baby, you can't buy it, and I got it. And I was like, you better read this whole full filth. Whoop that trick, Karen. Karen read her so goddamn good. Wendy couldn't do nothing but sit there like looking dumb in the face like always. Karen read her from top to bottom because yes, it's great that you have 4 degrees, but you know how many people out here didn't go to college, didn't graduate high school, i.e. me. I'm one of them, the Jay-Z's of the world that are billionaires. Diddy, yeah, he went to college or whatever, but did he even graduate? I don't even remember. But it's so many people out here that have done extraordinary things that did not go to college. Yes, it's a great thing if you have gone to college and you have gotten degrees, but you know how many people I am friends with who have went to school, got masters, and are miserable or not even in the field that they intended on being in or whatever, or not even being able to put their degrees to use. So yes, once again, clap for you, Wendy. You've done something that a lot of people have done and have not done. But that doesn't make you any better than anybody. So for you to say you ain't got not a degree, but y'all on the same show. You in the same place she is, all them degrees, and you still on reality television trying to get a check. Like, so your argument is nothing. We on the same platform, bitch. You ain't no better than me with them 4 degrees and you still on reality television acting a fool. And in debt. And renting a house your ass can't fucking afford just for a look for television. Girl, bye. Edges, them edges all the way out here. Girl, bye. Looking like Eddie Munster by the head. Girl, bye. So Karen in her confession say, I know when Giselle starts twisting my words, something with her and Jamal ain't right. And she was like, I'm just going to excuse, Wendy, because I know that, this got Giselle written all over. Like, what's going on with your life? And I was like, exactly. She trying to keep the heat off her because she know her and Jamal relationship ain't real. And that her storyline is fake. And that's why she don't want y'all concentrating on her shit. And y'all all are falling for it. Duh. So Karen then shows Wendy her imitation of her, and I hollered. That shit was so funny. Karen says, as you slithered down the steps, and Wendy say, I saunter, and Karen say, this how you look to me. Giselle fake ass and Robyn fake ass, and then Ashley then joined in mocking her, and she was like, fuck y'all, forget y'all or whatever. And I was like, these same hoes that you thought was on your side sitting up here laughing at your ass at the same time. Girl, you so stupid. So then 2 days later, news of Monique's countersuing Candiace makes news, and then we see Candiace's reaction, and she said, that rusty ass bitch, you're listening to your stupid ass lawyer and your hood rat friends. You look stupid. And I just love how she loves tossing this hood rat shit out. Like, Candiace, you act just like her. Y'all are the same motherfucking feather that used to flock together. Like, what is up with this, calling this woman a hood rat just because she didn't come from money like you and your mama did? Like, the fuck? But your mama still paying your bills? Your mama still bopping you up on the side of your head? Your mama don't even want your daddy around because she's so conflicted on the inside? Your weave still thick? Your barbecue ass husband can't even afford to pay the whole goddamn mortgage? Got kids that he don't even take care of? That's some ghetto hood rat shit. You being with a man that can't even barely see his kids. Hood rat, must I say? Okay, all right, but you calling her a hood rat. Like that, it just rubs me wrong every time she called that woman a hood rat. Like, what makes her a hood rat? Because she grew up in an urban area? The fuck that mean? Like, I can't fuck with Candiace. I don't like that bitch at all. Her and them nostrils can suck a dick. So Monique in her confessional say 2 people were the reason that fight happened. So if you're gonna come for me, I have no choice but to come after you. And I'm like, I 100% agree, because she took it too far with the goddamn police report and all that. It was a fight, bitch. You barely got fucked up. Your wig just got shifted a little bit and it was looking like a storm cloud. That's all that happened to you. Girl, sit the fuck down. But once again, you can't tell a person what to do when they mad. That's how she reacted. That is what it is. So, bitch, you want to take it to that level? Be prepared for it to be taken back on that level to you. But at the end of the day, I've said this 50 million times. I feel like they were equally wrong and they're equally at fault for this fight. Feel how you feel. I'm gonna feel how I feel. I don't like Candiace and her dumb ass name, and that's just how I feel. That's the end of this review. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this review, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.